Welcome to Connected Risk. I'm Sam Jones, Solution Engineer here at Empowered, and I'm really excited to be able to show you some of the wonderful new features that we've just released in our 26.1 code version. Now, the product and development teams have been working tirelessly to get this over the line, so huge thanks to them. What they've created is fantastic, and I can't wait to show you what they've done. Now, for this video, I'm going to use our internal audit template, but these enhancements can be utilized by any Connected Risk user, regardless of their use case. For our hosted clients, the first enhancement I have for you comes in the form of Connected Risk's second AI use case, enabling you to illuminate the hard-to-surface data in your own environment. Now, this is AI search, which scans deep within your data and uploaded attachments to provide you with the information that you need. And don't worry, security has been kept in mind at all times, meaning that users will only have responses returned to them if they already have access to the data and the attachments. But wherever you are in the tool, you'll have a powerful assistant at your side to keep you informed on the data that matters most. Now, we're in the audit template right now, so I might have a few different questions I want to ask. So I might want to be quite generic and ask, what is our information security policy? And my search will return me with a summary. Now, you'll notice at the bottom here as well, you'll have the source itself, which I can click into, and that would be the same if there were any other applicable sources. Now, as an auditor, I might need to quickly identify recurring issues, so my line of questioning might be more specific. For example, which audit contained the most findings in the past 2 years? So I'll search again. I get the result. And the sources from the tool that are relevant for me to click into. For example, the audit itself. Now, I may need help with ensuring a policy is concrete. So I might want to be extremely granular. Just going to open up AI search here again. And this time I might ask something like this. Based on the BCM policy, can you come up with 5 different tests I can perform to verify the design effectiveness of our BCM policy? So a little bit more granular there. But as you can see, it really is that simple to find the information that you need. In this case, even providing suggestions based off of my question. So that's AI search. Again, we always say, please bear in mind, although we expect responses to be accurate, like any AI, we always recommend that you review the content before using it. If you do want to find out more information, please feel free to check out our AI guide on how it can be used and how it can be configured as well. The next update I have for you comes to my Workspace, which was first implemented in Q3 of last year. But in this release, we're introducing some great improvements to give you more control over your workflow actions, your comments, and your tasks. Now let's start with workflow actions. Now you can do more than just update those actions. Perhaps in this instance, maybe I need to know more about this particular finding. So I click into the line, and the current phase is immediately visible to me, alongside its due date and its status. I can even update it from the panel too. So it's just making it easier to keep on top of my actions. Now moving across to comments, they too can now be edited directly from within my workspace using the new edit panel. Just means that you can quickly correct or refine those comments if your permissions allow. Now perhaps this comment's coming from me, but I know another user who would benefit from the information. So I simply edit the comment, type the @ symbol, followed by that user's name or email address. Before selecting them, I can then save my changes, and that user will have this comment flagged for their attention in their own workspace. Now, last of the collaboration updates, let's move to tasks. They too have their own edit panel now, where users can update key details in the panel from their workspace itself. So in this example, I might want to change the status of this task from open to completed. I can do so, save my changes, and it's actually disappeared from my workspace now. Now, as you can see, 26.1 has some really powerful enhancements to my workspace, enabling it to be your home of collaboration in the tool. The final enhancement I have to show pertains to dashboarding. Now, for a long time, dashboards have been really dynamic, but not entirely personalized. 26.1 brings full personalization without you requiring full admin access. Now, you'll notice the blue add button in the top right. We can actually begin the journey of creating your own dashboard. Now, in the audit world, I might want a dashboard to present to the board. So I might call this board level audit insights. I select the layout that I need. So perhaps let's use this one here. And as I save, my new template appears. Now users, they can add the content that they need using the data that they have security access to. So let's add some data. Perhaps in this tile, I want to surface the status of our findings. This findings status, give some tooltip text. And if the chart exists, under my findings, here we are. I simply select it and save. Now let's add something else. Maybe I want to present some overdue findings. Let's use this tile here. Overdue findings, overdue. I find the table that I need from the drop downs. Here we are. And as I save, my data appears. Now for the bottom tile, I already have one that I created earlier that I want to use. So we click into this, select the existing tile for active audits, save the page, and I can make my final tweaks to the dashboard. Now in this case, I think the dashboard looks good to go, so I'm going to save that. And as I do, my new personal user dashboard is available to me on this page and in my left-hand menu, which I can either view or I can edit it. I can even add additional ones as and when I need them. So it really couldn't be easier for you to get the insights that you need to ensure that your decisions are faster, clearer, and focused on what matters most. Now those were the highlights of 26.1. In addition to these items, we fixed 30 bugs within this release and made great strides in improving the UI and UX for our customers. But if you want to find out more about all the changes we've made, please feel free to read the latest release notes or speak to your customer success manager. Now we hope you enjoy using 26.1. Thank you very much from the entire Empowered team.